what the hell is going on with Velma? How have we gotten to this position where everybody across the internet is speaking about this show? They hate it. They love it. It's a conspiracy. It's a psyop. Mindy Kaling must be cancelled. This is an ongoing narrative. People are saying she's a conservative. People are saying that she's a progressive. People are saying this is all fake. We're going to dig into it. We're just going to have a quick little look at all these articles that are coming out. And we're going to try digest exactly what's going on with this show. One thing is for sure, and I've watched it, it's garbage. So there's so much to unpack. Here we have a Forbes article from a few days ago. Velma is so bad, it spawned a psyop conspiracy theory. And we're going to try have a little breakdown on what exactly that means. It means something to a certain wing of the internet and to a certain type of person. But depending on the critical eye that's watching, it might mean something completely different. And what I mean by that is in the terms that Forbes are putting forward here, and a lot of the people that are dealing with serious copium online. So basically what the idea is that Mindy Kaling, producer and star of the show Velma, has recast the majority of Scooby-Doo and race swapped them, gender ideology, identity politics, radical feminism, and extreme anti-white rhetoric because she's a conservative and she's trying to do a double jeopardy type of thing on the liberal woke media. I guess that's what they're trying to say. If we look at her career in general, it doesn't scream conservative to me, but this is where it gets really confusing because now we have left-wing media and right-wing media, both alike, both in unison, hating on this show. So it makes it even harder to distinguish who's telling the truth here. Because if you think about it, why are the media coming after her all of a sudden? Why are woke content creators coming after her all of a sudden? Because we have articles like this that are out there. Why everybody turned on Mindy Kaling? 8 reasons fans are calling her out. So you think, okay, they're calling her out. What does that mean? Until you go down through the list of things that they're calling her out for. Number one reason that they're calling her out, because she's the executive producer of Velma and it's been a massive letdown. That's enough to spawn a whole string of articles for woke left-leaning lunatics, right? So that one is a given, whatever, she's the executive producer. Number 2 on the list, she once called herself way conservative. Not a conservative, way conservative. She's quoted of saying during the writer's strike 2007 that most people don't know this about me, but I'm way conservative. When the rumors were circulating this summer about a possible strike, I was like, I like working, man. I really like getting paid to work. Just a generic statement, but I guess the idea of her wanting to work or liking to work to make money actually offends a lot of people. Here's one of the ones that could get you cancelled instantly, and I've seen a lot of this over the last few days, especially with the Hogwarts legacy being really at the forefront of people's minds at the moment. Mindy Kaling once liked a J.K. Rowling tweet. That's enough to be deplatformed right there, of course. So basically she liked a tweet from J.K. Rowling when you had all these butthurt people like coming at J.K. Rowling saying, how can you sleep at night knowing that so many people have turned against your books? And J.K. came back with, I read my most recent royalty checks and find the pain goes away pretty quickly. Burnt. Absolutely brilliant from J.K. Rowling, who's another left-wing nut job. But again, she just has one opinion and that's enough to be deplatformed. So basically Mindy Kaling like that. So that represents her being a conservative, of course. This is where we're at with this mental gymnastics of left versus right and Velma in general. And the rest of them are kind of generic ones that again wouldn't really offend anyone, but they do talk about her sexually assaulting a co-star, Lee Pace, which I pulled up this article here and I saw the clip, and the clip is pretty damning, to be fair. If she was a male, this wouldn't be a good look whatsoever.
But we had this one actor on the show named Lee Pace, where we were in bed together in college. And we're just supposed to be having a conversation, but like, he's so tall and he's so handsome that in the middle of it, she was just supposed to be like, what do you think, Mindy? And I was like, and I looked around and I improvised just kissing him in the scene, which was not in the script.
It's not.
If this was a male actor, if this was Tom Cruise that did this, if this was anybody, they would be cancelled immediately. If Tom Cruise was in an interview and he said, listen, it wasn't in the script, but this chick was super hot, so I was like, dude, I'm lamping my tongue into her mouth here as soon as I can. They'd be like, it'd be prison. You gotta get locked up. Because it's Mindy Kaling, we all laugh along and we clap along like seals. And not just her, because she's a female person of color.
See, you just went for it. You just started kissing that guy, that picture, yeah.
You just started sexually assaulting that guy and everyone's like, yeah, it's brilliant. That's awesome, cool.
He was looming above me,
yeah.
And he asked me a question. I was not listening to him at all, because who cares what he was saying? And I was just like, and And then he reacted like that, and I pretended it didn't happen. And then I walked backstage where we have two writer-producers, Ike Barinholtz and David Zassin, and they were like, hey man, what are you doing? You could be sued for that. And I got very scared, and then I said, tell anyone and you're fired. So I said...
Massive round of applause. Conan is falling all over himself, frothing at the mouth at her stupid joke. Tell anybody and you're fired that I just sexually assaulted some guy. But this is where we're at with the Mindy Kaling story, and it's kind of in limbo, to be honest with you, because it doesn't answer the question of psyops, and it doesn't answer the question of is she a conservative or a progressive, and it definitely doesn't answer the question about whether this show is good or not. But I'll answer it for you. It's not. It's crap. It's shit. You have mainstream outlets coming after her with articles like this, saying that she's over-sexualizing teenagers in her new show. You had the voice actor who played Daphne in many different iterations of Scooby-Doo coming out overtly on Twitter, throwing shade at this show. She posted this picture saying Velma becomes the worst rated animated TV series on IMDb history, and she drops in her own little jeepers there. And that's a little bit of shade thrown at her. One, because she probably didn't get the gig because she wasn't a person of colour, and two, because it's absolute garbage and people need to call it out. So if we jump back to the psyop conspiracy theory article in Forbes, where do we stand with it? Is Mindy Kaling a conservative who premeditatedly made this show to attack left-wing progressives in Hollywood? Is she a progressive? Is she a far left progressive who made this show knowing that so many people would be talking about it? Whether they loved the show or whether they hate watched it, the eyes were going to be on it because it was so offensive and bad that it was almost guaranteed a season 2. We don't know where we are with it. We have a left-wing, right-wing dichotomy that isn't going to be answered. But I guess the one thing that everybody are unified on is that this show is terrible. And also, whether it's conservative or progressive, people will not stop talking about this show. Let me know your thoughts down below. Maybe share out the video. I appreciate it. Cheers.